Hey, hey, Mr. Dream Merchant. Hello. It's been so long since I've been on here with y'all. Hi. Hello, 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 hello. And I took a little hiatus because wedding anniversary was on the 21st. So I went in and chilled with my husband. Uh, actually went and had some fun with my family. So I ain't gonna lie, it's been wonderful. So this podcast is gonna kind of catch you up on what's been going on. So wedding anniversary, March the 21st, celebrated 6 years with my husband. Um, went to Florida to celebrate the marriage of one of our good friends um, in Tampa. So had a wonderful, wonderful time. Yes. So I'm really excited, really excited, really excited to be back on here with y'all. And we're gonna go back to doing this weekly. I had to take a week off for some relaxation with the husband and some good friends. So we're back. So share, like all of that stuff. Invite your friends. Start watch parties, whatever. Um, and I need to go live on my page as well. So y'all give me just a second. Ooh, yeah, Jesus. Okay, so we are set up on all avenues. Thank y'all so much for your patience and being here with me. The pollen is a beast. Okay, it is a beast from the pit of hell. But we're here. So tonight's topic, because I got to feed my family. Tonight's topic is something that I really want us to digest. Since the last time I've talked to you, the world has gone upside down with scandals, right? Kirk Franklin cusses out his grown son. He posted on video. Derrick Jackson gets caught cheating on wife and it's publicized. The side chicks, plural, sorry to my page. I'm trying to get my camera to stand up. Side chicks are revealed and are not feeling it. Um, Stimmy's still coming. Uh, George Floyd's trial is going on. So there is a lot of stuff going on. And all this stuff has started happening while we were gone. Um, with all of this, you want to care or be invested in all of it because it's relevant. Um, we should care about the trial of George Floyd because another senseless murder from the hands of crooked and dirty cops. Yes, we should care about the Derrick Jackson scandal to a certain extent because he has such a platform and influence that people follow. When you have such a mass following as he had or has, you want to make sure you kind of know what's being said so you know what to believe or not to believe or combat or what not to combat. Kirk Franklin, the views of whether he is a good dad or not good dad or all of this stuff are things that are part of our lives whether we want it to be or not. Here's the message I want to speak to as it relates to that. And I want y'all to share this and comment or talk about it. We'll talk about it. There should always be a time when you separate yourself from the norm and do that enough detox or flush. Being nonchalant and numb doesn't avoid the fact that it's there. However, there should be a time when everything that's deposited into you as it relates to that should be flushed out of you. Yes, we want to care about the George Floyd situation, but it will consume you and have you angry all the time. We should be mad. We should be motivated to do something about it, to change these laws, to change these elected officials, to change how things are done in this country, or how we're viewed in this country, to know that we have value. Black Lives Matter. But if you don't find time to get all to reset, to the best word I can come up with is flush, you will be filled with things on top of things on top of things that will cloud your brain, and in some cases impede your production. That's why I took some time away with the husband, with the family, because I needed to focus on what was going on in my life. I needed to make sure that my household was taken care of. And I had to do that with mentally being available or emotionally being available for that task. It's not easy. You don't want to be oblivious to the things that are in the world, but you also don't want to be so consumed with it that it clouds your judgment and it clouds your sight. Although we cringingly watched that video of George Floyd's neck being crushed when that man carelessly put his knee on his neck for 8 minutes. It made us mad. It made us furious. However, our emotions toward that situation would not be rendered invalid if we took a step back. Just because a situation is in front of you, it does not make your emotions or your feelings toward that situation any less valid if you decide to not be consumed with it. Give yourself a break. Take some time to rest. Give yourself time to debug, defrag, whatever terminology you want to. Do not do yourself a disservice by not resting, not resetting, not putting yourself back on the saddle, taking yourself off the saddle for a while. Because now you will be mentally, emotionally, and even sometimes physically drained. Like I tell y'all all the time, I ain't got no degree in no biology, psychology, sociology, whatever other ology, as far as a behavioral science. But what I can tell you is from experience. If you are consumed with things that are around you, if you are consumed with stuff that is, in the forefront, there are times when it will cloud your judgment. It will cloud your sight. It will cloud how you operate in the world. So taking time for yourself is not selfish. It's needed. That's the definition, in my opinion, of self-care. Self-care goes way beyond getting a pedicure, getting a manicure, getting your hair done. You know what I'm saying? Going to do some retail therapy. Yes, that's needed because trust and believe after I get off work tomorrow, I'm going to do just that. But it's way more than that. Self-care is also how you take care of yourself mentally, emotionally. Y'all, if we allowed everything that is in this world get to us, we will be mad, sad, frustrated, all of the bad emotions all the time. Because keep in mind, society does not mainstream the things that will help us. Society does not mainstream those things that will be emotionally beneficial to us. Society mainstreams those things for likes, entertainment, views, clicks, those things that will be easy or eye-catching. And those times when we are invested in that, because let me just finish my sentence. When we have that in our forefront, that becomes a part of our being. If you are watching Bad Girls and Real Housewives reunion and all that stuff all the time, that is put into your psyche. It becomes a part of your subconscious. So now when you get in a room full of women, you may not act on it, but in your mind, you're like, look at this chick. That stuff that's put in your brain. But if you step away from it, get yourself together, defrag your emotions, reset your mental, it can make a world of difference. A world of difference. And it has for me. Now, granted, I'm a little stopped up because Pollen, as I stated, is a beast from the pit of hell. And it sure as hell don't like me. So, but I took that time, enjoyed nature, went out on the beach. Baby stuck his feet in the ocean, just literally did some stuff that I like to do. My husband likes to do. The baby, it's all kind of stuff because we needed to just step away from the madness of our everyday reality and enjoy each other's presence and enjoy our personalities and all the things that make us up the way we live, the way we love. Hey, Carmen, I love you. I miss you. So it's okay. Now, also in self-care, in preservation, in resetting yourself, having that presence, you have to be okay with saying no. You have to be okay with saying, I can't come to this right now. I love you. I will support you as much as I can. But this time I can't. And when I say support, I'm not just saying you don't never show up for nobody, because then ain't nobody will ever show up for you. You feel me? For those who you regularly support. So It's okay to that girlfriend, that homie who always calls you with some tea or some mess or just to complain about their lives. Yeah, we all got that friend who every time you call them, I guarantee you it's sometimes a sob story. And they just need somebody to talk to. They need you to be there just to talk to them. Baby, just talk to me. Or in some cases, just listen because I ain't got nobody to listen to me. Or you are a great listener and I appreciate your friendship. So let me unload on you. We all have that friend. In some cases, we are that friend. However, it's okay for you to step back and say, I can't do it today, pumpkin. I can't do it next week. I'm not mad at you. I hope that you find somebody who's going to be able to listen. But I got to take care of my mental as well. I got to be the one to reset because if people keep dumping that stuff on you, it becomes toxic. It becomes a weight that you should not have to carry. You shouldn't have to carry it. So take some time for you. Resting is not a curse word. Resting is not something bad. I said this on the status probably a year or so ago. Yeah, I say about 2 years ago. It's one thing Black women have not mastered yet, and that's resting. We've mastered everything else that we've done. We have not mastered resting because we feel like it's an obligation to keep going, being available for everybody, doing everything, having this and doing this, being present. Because we have our hands in so many things, and we're the foundation of so many things, and so many things require our presence for it to work. So we're always trying to be available, but there are sometimes when we need to rest ourselves so we can keep that role. Because if not, if you're tired, if you're bogged down, if you're weighted and heavy, you won't be productive for nobody, including yourself. So take some time for you. Write down some things that you've always wanted to do. Write down some places you've always wanted to go. Um, and go those places. Make yourself a mental note. This is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to live. And actually make it happen. Because if you invest continually into the way this world is going, you will lose it. You'll lose it. And it's not fair. It's not fair to yourself. You were not placed on this earth to just be available for other people. You have a purpose. You have a goal. You got stuff that you want to do. And you have to be available for those things to happen. You have to be available. And it's not, like I said, it's, earlier in the video, it's not selfish of you to care about yourself. My gosh, it's not selfish of you to care about yourself. It's not selfish. In fact, it's in order. I married my husband and the vows I took, sickness and health, rich or poor, all that good stuff. But as much as I pledged on March 21st, 2015, to be there for my husband, as much as I prepared myself to be his helpmate, to be his shoulder to cry on, as much as I prepared myself for that role. If his wife is messed up, You feel me? That's why it's always good for even in relationships, no matter how many Google eyes and love, you know, in love you are, you still have to take some time out for you to make it work for you. In real life, it's necessary. It's necessary. I'm talking about like it's necessary. So find you something that makes you happy. Or just if you don't know what makes you happy, just start exploring some stuff. Diving into some stuff. Find a niche that makes you happy and do it to uncloud, untangle your brain so you can be productive in the world. Because I've said this in a prior broadcast, whatever God is vested in you, He put it in you because the world needs it to come from you. He needs it to come from you. So, with that being said, I'm excited to be back in the saddle with y'all. I have really missed everyone, so we got to get our crowds back up because I was at first I was going to kind of talk about the whole Derrick Jackson thing, right? Everybody and their mama, auntie, sister was talking about that thing. So I was like, I'm going to not get on the bandwagon and I'll talk about recognizing narcissism and actually calling it what it is as a mental disease. But we'll talk about that later. So tomorrow is the beginning of the Easter or Resurrection weekend. Tomorrow's Good Friday. And if you are in the Bessemer, Alabama area, we invite you to come to our open mic session tomorrow. It only costs $5 to get in. And we're going to have a house band. So if you're a singer, poet, or artist, a comic, whatever, come by and see us at the Majesty Lounge, 1400 9th Avenue North, Suite 120. We right in between Papa John's and the Long Place. We would love to see you. All right. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to be on here long. I literally said I wanted to be on 25 minutes and I'm right at 23. So I'm doing really good. So tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So next week, we're going to start right back up in here. Pass the word. We're back. We had to take some time for us and get ourselves together. So spread the word. And if you're in the Bessemer, Alabama area or surrounding areas, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, over the mountain, under the mountain, whatever, we would love to have you share in our open mic, in our band. The Emperors of Sound will be in the building tomorrow. And I got a call today from a caterer who wants to debut his newly formed business on some of our shows. So you never know what may happen or come through. Would love to see you tomorrow, but I definitely want to see you back here next Thursday. At 7 o'clock. We coming back, y'all. All right, love y'all, and I will see y'all later. You have a wonderful, wonderful night. Peace.